Hello everyone, beautiful people of YouTube. So since it is spooky season, I decided that I am going to do and bring back an old kind of mini series I did last fall, and it was the murder mystery series. I found out that a few people who watched my videos really liked those series and told me to keep going with them. So I decided to make it like an annual like spooky season thing where instead of like every week, it's gonna be at least once or twice in October. I'm just gonna randomly bring back this series in a way. So yeah, so for today's video we are going to be talking about the murder mystery of the Zodiac killer. Who was the Zodiac killer? So right here it says the self-proclaimed Zodiac killer was directly linked to at least 5 murders in Northern California in 1968 to 1969 and may have been responsible for many more murders, but no one really knows because it's an ongoing case. This case never closed. No one knew like what the heck happened. They never caught him, but it's still an ongoing case. He taunted police and made threats through letters sent to area newspapers from 1969 to 1974 before randomly just like stopping it all. Like there was a time period where after that time period he just stopped with the newspaper, stopped with everything. Despite intensive investigation, no one ever arrested the crimes, and the case still remains open to this day. So going into like the Zodiac killer's letters and symbols of cipher. On August 1st, 1969, the San Francisco Examiner, San Francisco Chronicles, and Vulgar Times Herald each received an identical handwritten letter in an envelope without a return address, beginning, "Dear Editor, I am the killer of 2 teenagers last Christmas at Lake Herman." The letters contain details from the Zodiac killer's murders that only the killer could have known. The killer went on to return further attacks if the letters weren't printed on front pages and papers. So this Zodiac killer would send anonymous envelope letters that had no return address whatsoever and practically threatened them, if this wasn't posted, I will continue killing. If this isn't posted on the front papers and it's like not in the attention of the public, I will continue my sprees. And obviously these people who get these letters will know and all that stuff. Each letter closed with a symbol consisting of a circle through a cross through it, in which would come to be known as the Zodiac killer symbol. The letters were also each accompanied by one part of the 3-part cipher and that he claimed contained his identity. While Bay Area police departments, with the support of the FBI, worked feverishly to track down the killer, another letter soon arrived at the San Francisco Examiner, beginning, "Dear Editor, this is the Zodiac speaking. It is also described that murders in the detail and taunted police for not having been able to crack his code or catch him. Several days later, high school teacher Donald Harridan and his wife Betty, I don't know how you say that, were able to solve the cipher. I like killing people because it's so much fun," it read. "It's more fun than killing wild games in the forest because man is the most dangerous animal of all." Well, shoot. Sorry, can't swear. That's awfully disturbing. That this killer like was this. That's disturbing. 3 days after the 4th known Zodiac killing, the 1964 murder of the taxi driver Paul Stein, The San Francisco Chronicle received a letter claiming the crime. Written in the same erratic print as the Zodiac's previous letters, it gave the details of Stein's murder and accompanied by a bloody scrap of Stein's shirt. Ew. At the end of the letter, the murderer mused that he would next shoot out the tire of the school bus and pick up the kiddies as they come bouncing out. That is... oh my god, this... wow, that's crazy. That's insane. Like, imagine just, like, planning this. Like, imagine this murder just planning this, but, like, no one knows who it is. No one can trace anything because it's a letter. Like, there's no electronical device that can help. Like, there's no proof of this. Wow. That's crazy. The Zodiac killer continued his taunting correspondence with Bay Area papers, in which he included more ciphers claimed to be committed several more murders, and mocked the police for their inability to catch them. In 1974, the letters stopped, although the investigation has not. Present, 4 separate attacks have been definitively attributed to the Zodiac killer. The first confirmed incident took place on the night of December 20th, 1968, when a 17-year-old David... oh my god. I'm like freaking myself out. Sorry, my... David Faraday and his 16-year-old girlfriend Betty Lou Jensen were shot to death near their car at a remote spot on Lake Herman Road on the outskirts of Vallejo, California. Police were baffled, unable to determine the motive for the crime or the suspect. Darlene Farron, age 22, and her boyfriend Mike McGuey, age 18, were sitting in a parking lot in a similar remote value location where they were approached by a man with a flashlight. The figure fired multiple shots at them, killing Furman and seriously wounding McGuey. This killer has, like, no... like, you know how if you do something bad, like, your conscience... like, this killer just goes at it. There's no conscience. There's no feeling bad. He just does it and goes on with his day, and no one knows who it is. That's so scary. Oh, my God. Within an hour of the incident, a man called the Valu Police Department, giving them the location of the crime scene and claiming responsibility for both the attack and the 1968 murders of Faraday and Jensen. Despite evidence that included fingerprints, McGue's description, that decoded cipher, and a wave of tips and leads, police were unable to track down the Zodiac killer. So someone said it was them, but it wasn't them, is what I'm getting from this. There's 2 more, and it's just like in September 27, 1969, and October 11, 1969. In September, he did the same thing, but he brutally stabbed them. So he calls that he did it. No one can track him down. They don't know who it is, but he calls. So every killing he does, he calls and then reports it. And same thing on October 11th. On October 11th, it did not seem to fit the pattern. It was a robbery, but it didn't seem to fit the pattern. Ooh, there's a sketch. I'll pull up the sketch of what this murderer looks like, with descriptions from witnesses who have seen the man leaving the scene of Paul Stein's 1969 murder. Police were able to create a composite sketch of the killer, but despite mounting evidence and investigation of numerous suspects, the Zodiac remained at large. So even a sketch... I just hit my laptop. Even a sketch could not help them. The Zodiac killer... there was no suspects. No one has ever been arrested. And ever since Faraday Jensen's murders, no one could identify who the killer was. Like, whoever the Zodiac killer is freaking smart as hell, because as he does it, I think I read that he calls to report the crime scene, but no one knows who it is. Even a rough sketch of the person leaving, no one can decipher who it is, which is insane to me, because normally with just a sketch you can tell. So in my mind, I think that, sorry, I'm freaking myself out. This is why I don't like doing scary stories. The attention is really what he wanted, and the drive of the police officers not being able to figure out who he was. He just found that so amusing, because he would just laugh at the cops because they couldn't figure it out, and he always found a way to not get caught, which is insane. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed that video, comment down below what else you want to see. I'm not really good with speaking videos, but I have to go right now. So